afternoon. Today we are going to discuss problems on binomial distributions. Okay. So if 3 of 20 types are defective and 4 of them are randomly chosen for inspection, what is the probability that only one of the defective type will be included? Okay. So here it is. First, how many types in that? Total 20 types are here. So in the 20 types, how many are defective one? 3 defective one. Okay. So total 20 types, in that 3 are defective one. Next, 4 of them are randomly chosen for inspection. It means that randomly they chosen 4 types. Okay. That may be defective or non-defective. We don't know about that. So what is the probability that only one of the defective tire will be included? It means that one tire in that defective one is included in that 4 tires. So what are the possibility for that? So that one they are asking here. Okay. So for applying binomial distribution, what are the parameters we require? N and P we require. By knowing the value of P, we can get the value of Q. Okay. So here it is, first one. P is equal to probability of a defective tire. Okay. So then P is equal to 3 by 20. So this is already they gave in the problem. Next, Q is equal to probability of a non-defective tire. So probability of a defective tire represents P in the sense non-defective tire represents Q. Why? Because both are opposite one. Okay. So we already know that P plus Q is equal to 1. So P plus Q is equal to 1 since Q is equal to 1 minus P. So why? Because we know the value of P. So then Q is equal to 1 minus P. So 1 minus P is nothing but, here it is, already we got it, that is 3 by 20. So that 3 by 20 we substituted here. Then 1 minus 3 by 20, which is equal 17 by 20. So P value we know that, and next Q value we calculated, and now N is equal to 4. This is we chosen from the problem. Why? Because already they mentioned in that randomly we chosen 4 types. Okay, that N is equal to 4. So N we know that, P we know that, and Q we know that. By using these three, we can find the problem what they asked in that. Okay, so there it is. The probability that exactly one tire will be defective. So one tire will be defective exactly is nothing but, here we are writing equal to, and 1 is representing 1. So P of x is equal to 1 is equal NCX. So which formula we are using here? NCX P power x q power n minus x. So q power n minus x. So NCX is nothing but, N already we know that 4. So that 4 we substituted here, and next in place of X what we have? 1. So 1 substituted, and next P is equal to 3 by 20. So in place of P we substituted 3 by 20, and in place of Q we substituted 17 by 20. Okay, and X is nothing but 1, 1 as it is, and N minus X is nothing but 4 minus 1, which is 3. So 4C1 is nothing but 4, and 3 by 20 whole power 1 is 3 by 20, 17 by 20 whole cube. So this is equal to this one, and then we are getting the value of this one is equal to 0.36. Okay, so the probability that exactly one tire will be defective is 0.36. Okay, next one, the probability of a defective bolt is what they mentioned. Here it is 1 by 8. So if the probability of a defective bolt is 1 by 8, find the mean, the variance for the distribution of defective bolt of 640. So here it is. First, what is the information they give? So here it is what they mentioned in the problem, probability of a defective bolt. So this one they give. So this is equal to what? 1 by 8. Okay, now we need to find mean and variance of the distribution. So, and out of defective bolt, here it is, n they mentioned, n is equal 640, and mean is nothing but NP, and variance is nothing but here it is NPQ. So these are the formulas for mean and variance of a binomial distribution. So here it is, first what they mentioned, the probability of a defective board P is equal to 1 by 8, and if you know the value of P we can get Q. So Q is equal to what? 1 minus P. So 1 minus 1 by 8. So 1 minus 1 by 8. So which is equal 8 minus 1 is 7. So 7 by 8. So this is the value of Q. So Q we know that, P we know that, and we know that. Simply by substituting NP will get mean, and we are representing mean is nothing but mu, and variance we are representing as sigma square, or in another words V of x, or simply we are writing as variance of x. Okay, so any one of these three we can use, either sigma square or V of x or variance of x. Okay, now go to the solution in that. So here it is, the simply we wrote it as the probability of a defective bolt is 1 by 8, and n is equal to 640, and mu is equal to np. So simply we substituted here 640 into 1 by 8. So this is equal to, so by cancellation of this one we'll get it as 80, and next variance of the distribution is equal to npq. So here it is, NP as it is, Q is nothing but 1 minus P, that one we substituted here. So 640 into 1 by 8 into 1 minus 1 by 8. So 640 into 1 by 8 into 7 by 8. By cancellation of that we'll get it as 70. So mean mu is equal to 80, and variance of the distribution is 70. It means by knowing the value of N, P, Q, we can find the mean and variance of the binomial distribution. Okay, next one, next problem here it is. In 256 sets of 12 tosses of a coin, in how many cases one can expect 8 heads and 4 tails? So total here it is, how many sets? 256 sets, right? In 256 sets, so total sets how many here? 256 sets, and how many tosses? It means how many trials? 12 trials. So that is n is equal to 12 of a coin. In how many cases one can expect 8 heads and 4 tails? Okay, so here they are not asking the probability, they are asking that in how many out of 256 sets, in how many cases we can get 8 heads and 4 tails. It means that simply what we have to calculate, total 256 into P of x is equal to 8 or x is equal to 4. Okay, 8 heads and 4 tails. Okay, this one we have to find. So first we are calculating in tossing a coin. Okay, by tossing a coin, the probability of getting a head P is equal to 1 by 2. How we are getting this one? So by tossing a coin, the sample space S is equal, what are the possible outcomes we will get here? By tossing a coin, we will get it as heads and tails. So that is n of S is equal to how much here it is? N of S is equal to 2. Okay, next we didn't have to find the probability of getting a head. So it means that let E be a event of getting a head. So event is nothing but subset of the sample space. Only for getting head, what is the possibility? Only one possibility, that is nothing but head. So this is n of E is equal 1. So n of S is equal to 2, n of E is equal to 1. So simply what we can write, P is equal n of S by, n of E by n of S. So n of E by n of S. So n of E is equal to how much? Here it is having 1. So for that here we substituted 1. And n of S is equal to how much? 2. So 1 by 2. So the probability of getting a head is 1 by 2. In the same way, opposite to that, getting a tail is also same thing. Why? Because here it is the total possible outcomes are 2, and only for getting tail is nothing but only one possibility, that is 1. Okay, next. Now, number of tosses, they already mentioned that one in the problem, n is equal to 12. Now the probability of getting 8 heads and 4 tails in 12 trials is equal P of x is equal 8. So here it is, same which formula we are going to apply. NC x p power x q power n minus x. This is the formula we are going to apply. So here it is, n is nothing but already we wrote it here 12, and p we calculated 1 by 2, and q also we calculated 1 by 2. So for that, so here we substituted 12c8, and p is equal to 1 by 2 and q is equal to 1 by 2. So x is representing here it is how much? 8. So 8 we substituted, and n minus x. So n is nothing but here it is how much? 12 minus 8. So 12 minus 8, here it is having 4. So then we got it as here 495 by 12. It means 12c8 is equal to 495 by using NCR. So NCR is equal. So which one we can use? N factorial by R factorial n minus R factorial. So this one we can use. Or by calci you can find easily that 12c8 495, and here it is we applied a power m into a power n, 2 power 8 into 2 power 4, so 2 power 8 plus 4, that is 2 power 12. So 2 power 12. Then so this is probability of getting 8 heads and 4 tails. So it is 8 heads and 4 tails. Or you can calculate this one also, you will get the same one. P of x is equal to 4 is equal, simply what we can write, 1c4 and remaining 1 by 2 whole power 4. So and 1 by 2 whole power 12 minus 4, that is nothing but 8. Same got it this one or not? See, 12 factorial by 4 factorial 8 factorial. Here it is, if you apply this one also you got the same one or not? 12 factorial by 8 factorial, 12 minus 8 is 4. So either you can calculate this one or this one, you get the same. Okay, so here it is. Therefore, the expected number of such cases in 256 sets is equal to 256 into p of x is equal 8, or 256 into p of x is equal 4. So 256 into, already we calculated this one, so simply we substituted that value here, and then by simplifying that we got it as here 30.9, which is approximately 31. So it means out of 256 sets, here we got it as 31 sets are having 8 heads and 4 tails for possibility. Okay, this is, and next column same similar to like this, little bit different one. Okay, so here it is, 6 dice are thrown. So 6 dice are thrown. So what it represents, how many times they thrown? 729 times. Okay, so there it is sets, and here it is having total 729 times. And how many trials here? 6 trials. So that is n is equal to 6. And how many times do you expect? At least 3. So at least is nothing but greater than or equal to, and 3 represents symbolic notation we are writing as 3 dice to show. So here it is 5 or 6. Okay, so n is equal to 6 they mentioned, and total 729 times. And how many times do you expect? At least 3 is nothing but p of x greater than or equal to 3 to show 5 or 6. It means that simply what we have to calculate, total 729 into p of x greater than or equal to 3. So this one we need to calculate. Okay, so this is the one we are going to calculate, 729 into p of x greater than or equal to 3. Now, so here it is, by throwing a dice, the number of possible outcomes are. So by throwing a dice, how many possible outcomes we are getting here? N is n of s is equal to 6. What are those 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then we require the probability of occurrence of 5 as well as 6. Okay, so for that, first one we are calculating here the probability of occurrence of 5. So occurrence of 5 here we are getting as 1 by 6. Why? Because total number of outcomes are 6. In that, only for getting 5 possibilities 1. In the same way, one for getting occurrence of one possibility, occurrence of two, one possibility, occurrence of three, one possibility, occurrence of four, same, five, six. Okay, so here it is 1 by 6. In the same way, probability of occurrence of 6 in one throw is also 1 by 6. Okay, now P is equal the probability of occurrence of 5 or 6. Okay, in one throw it's equal 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6. Okay, why? Because for 5 1 by 6, r is nothing but plus, and for 6 also same 1 by 6. So 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6, 2 by 6, this is equal 1 by 3. Then q is equal to 1 minus 1 by 1 minus p. Here p is equal to 1 by 3 and q is equal same. From where we are getting this? Since p plus q is equal to 1, so then q is equal to 1 minus p. So in place of p we substituted 1 by 3 by taking LCM. Here 3 is the LCM, 3 minus 1 is 2, so 2 by 3. And already they mentioned in the problem number of tosses n is equal to 6. So n we know that, q we know that, and p we know that. So by taking these three, we can find first p of x greater than or equal to 3, and then we can multiply with 729. So here it is, the probability of getting at least 3 dice to show a 5 or 6 is p of x greater than or equal to 3. So here it is, at least 3 is nothing but at least is greater than or equal to, and 3 as it is. Okay, first x greater than or equal to 3. Here already we know that n is equal to 6. So greater than or equal to 3 means 3 onwards up to 6. So for that, p of x is equal to 3 plus p of x is equal to 4 plus p of x is equal to 5 plus p of x is equal to 6. Either you can use this one, or simply by using this 1 minus p of x less than 3. So this is also we can use either that one or this one. 1 minus p of x less than 3 means what are the probabilities you get? P of x is equal to 0 plus p of x is equal to 1 plus p of x is equal to 2. So this one also we can calculate. So p of x is equal to 0, p of x is equal to 1 plus p of x is equal to 2. Okay, so 1 minus of this total. Okay, so for calculating this we are using this formula again, same what we know that NCX, p power x, q power n minus x. So there is no change in p, q and n. Why? Because n is equal to 6, p equal to 1 by 3 and q is equal to 2 by 3. But x varies. So here x is equal to 3, x is equal to 4, x is equal to 5 and x is equal to 6. And here it is, if you are applying this, x is equal to 0, x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 2. So we substituted here it is in place of n as 6 and in place of x as 3. And this is the value of p and this is the value of q, and this represents x and this is n minus x, that is 6 minus 3. So in the same way here it is, we need to apply the same formula. For this one, p of x is equal to 4. And next p of x is equal to 5, this one, and p of x is equal to 6. This one we are applying. 6 is 6, 1 by 3 whole power 6, 2 by 3 whole power 6 minus 6. Now, each and every term, which one is the common one? So here it is, 1 by 3 power 6 is the common one. So that one we took common. After taking the common one, what are the remaining one? So here it is, we wrote here 63 into 8. So why? Because 2 cube, 64 into 4, 2 square, 65 into 2 power 1 plus 66 is nothing but 1. And here it is, we 1 by 3 power 6, 6 is the common one. So that one we wrote outside. And 63 into 8, 160. And next here it is having 60, 12 and 1. So then we got it as here it is 233 by 729. So this is the probability, but what we require, the number of times. Okay, so here it is 729 is total into probability of this one. Here it is, these two cancel, 233 times. Okay, so 233 times we got it as the probability of at least 3 for showing 5 or 6. Okay, this one. Next. Next one, 20% of items produced from a factory are defective. Okay, find the probability that in a sample of 5 chosen at random. So first one is none is defective, and second one is defective, and third one p of 1 less than x less than 4. Okay, so first one, here it is what they mentioned. So n we require, p we require, q we require. So here what they mentioned, 20% of items produced from a factory. It means one factory is there, that factory is producing some items. Okay, whatever the item it is. Okay, here it is total how many items they are producing, 100 items. So they are producing 100 items. In that how many defective one, 20 defective one. So that is they mentioned in a percentage, 20 percentage. So out of 100 items, 20 are defective one. Okay, it means if you are manufacturing 100 items for a particular company, 20 are defective one, some defectives. Okay, that is first line. And find the probability that, so they're asking to calculate probability that in a sample of 5 chosen random. So 5 chosen random, so randomly they chosen 5 items, that may be defective or non-defective, we don't know that. Okay, so it simply will say that if we are taking your class 60, in that 60 some of the students may fail. So here it is having 20 fail. Okay, so this is first they give. So from civil branch, 60 people, civil is nothing but factory. Okay, and 60 is nothing but students. In that defective is nothing but fail is 20. In that randomly 5 I selected. So it means from 60 I selected 5 members. Those 5 may be failed or passed, I don't know that. Randomly I selected. Now, what if they are asking? The probability that none is defective. What I selected 5 members, in that none is defective. It means all 5 are passed students. What are the possibilities? Okay, what are the possibility for 5 students are passed students? Next, one is defective. It means only one student is defective, rest of all are passed student. It means one student failed student and remaining 4 should be good students. Okay, good, not good in the sense passed students. Next, p of 1 less than x less than 4. This is again in symbolic notation. They may mention that one in word notation also, between 1 and 4. So this one also taken between 1 and 4. So p of 1 less than x less than 4. Third one. So it means none is defective is nothing but simply what we can calculate, p of x is equal 0. Next, 1 is defective is nothing but p of x is equal 1. So 1 is defective. And between 1 and 4, p of 1 less than x less than 4. So these are we need to calculate. Okay. Now go to that. First we can write the information what they mentioned in the problem. So what they mentioned, probability of defective items p is equal 20 percentage, 20 by 100. So 20 by 100 is nothing but 1 by 5. So that is simply we can get as 0.2. So p is equal 0.2. And if you know the value of p, obviously we can get q by using the relation p plus q is equal to 1. So 1 minus 1 or 0.2. So that is simply we will get as 0.8. Okay. Here it is defective in the sense q is opposite, that is non-defective one. Okay, and next randomly how many items we chosen? 5. So n we know that, p we know that, and q we know that. Okay, now go to from what we have to calculate. First one, probability that none is defective. Okay, so it means 0 defective one. So there is no defective items what we selected from 5. Okay, so here it is simply we are substituting that 5 C naught 0.2 whole power 0, 0.8 whole power 5 minus 0. This is nothing but NC x, p power x, q power n minus x. So here it is, n is nothing but 5. So we already they gave in the problem. And x is represent 0, and p already we calculated 0.2, and q we calculated 0.8, and n minus x is nothing but 5 minus 0. So 5 c naught is 1, and 0.2 whole power 0 is 1. Anything power 0 is 1, and 0.8 whole power 5, so this is equal 0.3. So it means the chances for the defective items of what we selected is 0.32768. Okay, next, in the same way, next one. Next, probability of one defective item. So one defective item is nothing but, here it is, P of 1 is equal, so same formula we are going to apply, N is 5 and X is 1 and P is 0.2, Q is 0.8 and here it is 5 minus 1, that is 4. So 5C1 is nothing but 5 and 0.2 whole power 1 is 0.2, 0.8 whole power 4. This is the value by multiplying getting as 0.4096. Next, between 1 and 4. So between 1 and 4, what are the remaining terms? 2 and 3. So here it is same numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. So they are asking that between these two. So between these two, what we have? Only 2 and 3. Same, here it is x is equal to 2 and here it is x is equal to 3. So that one we substituted n, x is 2 and p here and here this is x and this is q whole power 5 minus 2. And next nc3. So 5c3, this is the value of p and this is the value of q and this is x and this is n minus x. Okay, simply we substituted all these things and then we have to simplify this. So in this, which one is the common one? So 0.2 whole square, 0.8 whole square, we took common from the remaining two, these entire terms. In that remaining 5c2 is nothing but 10 by using NCR and 5c3 is also 10. So that one we substituted and next 0.8. Okay, so remaining after taking common 0.2 whole square and 0.8 whole square and here it is 0.2 is the remaining one. So 0.0256 into 8 plus 2. So this is equal 0.256. So this is the possibility between 2 and 4. So 1 and 4 of defective items. Okay, now next one, in a binomial distribution consisting of 5 independent trials, probabilities of 1 and 2 successes are 0.4096 and 0.2048 respectively. Find the parameter P of the distribution. It means n they mention in the problem. So n here it is, n is equal to 5 independent trials, that is n. And next, probabilities of 1 success are this one and 2 successes 0.2048. By using this we need to find P. Okay, so nothing new in that. So we are using only binomial distribution formula. Different ways they are asking that. Here it is P we have to calculate. Till now n they give, P they give, just we are calculating the probability. Here it is simply they are asking that the parameter. So parameter they are asking. So for that, here it is, first we wrote it as number of trials. So number of trials n is equal to 5 and this is the information they gave in the problem. P of x is equal to 1 is equal to 0.4096 and P of x is equal to 0.2048. So from these two we need to calculate P parameter. So here it is, we are writing the formula P of x is equal to NCX P for x Q for n minus x. In that P we don't know that, Q we don't know that, n we know that. Why? Because n is equal to 5. And x, here it is, they gave 1 and 2. Okay, simply by using this formula we need to find the parameter P. So then we are dividing the equation 1 and 2. So P of x is equal to 1 by P of x is equal to 2 is equal 0.4096 by 0.2048. So here the value is n and this is the value of x and this is n and this is x. Okay, P we don't know, Q we don't know. So simply we substitute that and then we have to simplify this one. So next, here it is 5C1. So 5C1 is nothing but 5, 5C2 is nothing but 10. P by P square, P power 4 by Q cube. Then here it is 0.4096 by 0.2048. So here PP cancel, and next here it is Q cube and 1Q, and next 1P. So what about remaining? 5Q by 10P is equal 0.4096 by 0.2048. Cross multiply that, 5Q into this one is equal 10P into this one. So then 1.024Q is equal 4.096P. Okay, and then we don't know about Q value. So for that, by using the relation, here it is, we are using P plus Q is equal 1. So then Q is equal 1 minus P. So by multiplying this one, we are simplifying P value. Here it is. So take all the p terms into one side, then 4.096 plus 1.024p. So then 1.024 is equal 5.12 p. So p is equal 1.024 by 5.12. So this is p equal to 0.2. So this is the value of p. If they ask to calculate q, by using relation, q is equal 1 minus p, 1 minus 0.2, 0.8. Okay, so this is, yeah, so this is the problem on binomial distributions. Okay, so remaining problems.